I'm going to tell you guys something. Before I got to know who God was, right? Now, mind you, I wasn't raised in church. I was not raised up in church. I didn't know much about God until I basically really met my husband. He used to tell me like great stories about God. And I was like his big kid, so fascinating. Like, wow, are you serious? But let me tell you how God revealed himself to me. My son, my oldest son, at the time, he just turned 1 year old. Now, his birthday is June 9th. He was supposed to be born June 12th. So on June 12th of 2000, my son he had like a high fever. I thought it was because he was teething. He's 1 year old. He just turned one. And he was playing peekaboo in the bed, right? Peekaboo, he's laughing, and he rolled over. When I turned my son back over, his eyes was rolling in the back of his head, and he went into complete seizure. So he was seizuring, and it freaked me out. I started crying. I'm screaming like, oh my gosh. Took his temperature. He was 104.8. 104.8. And I'm calling the ambulance, and they asked me all kind of questions. And I just started cursing these people out on the phone. Like, I don't care about the questions. Tell me what to do. So save my son. So I hung the phone up on the 911 operator. Me and my husband jumped in the car. Thank God he was home that day. We jumped in the car, and this ambulance happens to come right down the block, right? I jumped out the car in front of this ambulance. I didn't care if it hit me and this baby. They're going to save my kid. And I'm crying, and he's like, oh my gosh. So they put ice packs all over him, because I didn't know about the ice packs. I'm a young mom at the time. And then I didn't know about that part, because I never had to deal with nothing like that. And they said, get no, mommy, you stay in the car. Let me get daddy, because you're hysterical. When I was in that car, I was like, Lord, please save my son. Because if this little boy leaves me, I will have nobody in this world to love me. That's the first time in my life since I carry my son. The first time I embraced true love. And for this child, God taught me how to love. He taught me how to appreciate love, how to be loved, and how to embrace love from a baby. And I said, God, if you take him from me, I will have nobody here to love me like this little boy loves me. And let me tell you, the doctors, the ambulance guy got my baby responsive, got him nice and back in order, and I just began to cry and cry and cry, thanking God like you saved him. And that's the first time I encounter a miracle by God, because let me tell you what the doctors told me. They said if you didn't get your son here in a matter of minutes, or you didn't get that temperature down, because it went up from 104.8 to 104.10, okay, in a matter of seconds. And he said, if you didn't get this child here, or they didn't get that body down, your son would have been either brain damaged or he'd have been gone. He'd have been gone. And I went and I sat there, and I didn't know God like that. I did not know God. And I sat there in that car, and I was like, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. My baby to this day is 23 years old, as handsome as he want to be. And to this day, I still talk about his testimony on how God saved his life, because his testimony is just like mine. When I was 1 year old, I was dying too, but the Lord saved my life. Just wanted to share that. Beautiful miracle that took place, because God knew that young man that he gave to me to take care of was somebody he sent to love me, because I never wanted children. I didn't want no kids. I was raising kids since I was 9. And I said, I don't want no children. The kids, that wasn't even my kids. I was raising them. And I said, I don't want no kids. I just want to live life without children. But in order for God to get my attention, he gave me my son. And that's how he taught me to love. Then he gave me my second son to teach me how to accept God himself. He broke many generational curses when I got my daughter. To God be the glory. And he's still breaking them to this day. You have a great day.